may step in and ask a prediction question, and you can be reckless if you want. I heard a mix of pessimism and optimism for the future for you, so I'm looking forward to your view. If you look at, say, 10 years or 5 years, whatever is reasonable horizon, what do you think are the biggest challenges and opportunities that will drive innovation, and what types of innovation you would like to see happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've been kind of hinting at them. I think that I think that from a business model perspective, I think we're kind of long in the tooth around, software as a service is relatively new, but it's been around for a while. And I think we're a little bit stuck in this concept of seat-based pricing and individual user-based pricing. So I think there's a different model, and obviously there's a lot of movement in other markets and other industries, the Twilios of the world, and usage-based pricing, and it's kind of like all the BI vendors are kind of like, yeah, we're going to democratize this and we're going to put it, and we did this at Crystal. It was like everybody and my mom were going to use it. That was kind of our internal mantra that we used to kind of say. And, but we're also saying, but it's going to cost you, $300 a subscription or a seat or whatever it is. So can we kind of wipe that out and just say, look, we're going to put it in the hands of everybody. Everybody gets access to this. There's no cost on a per seat basis. So the question is, how do we innovate and still be able to monetize, but put it in the hands of everybody? And so usually ends up some form of a usage-based, access-based pricing model that I think is needed. So I guess my prediction in the future is somebody's going to do this, and I don't know how they're going to do it and what that's going to look like exactly. But I think that especially on the tooling side, someone's going to just start saying, no, we're doing it this way. And then, technically speaking, I think that there's just, are there slicker, easier ways to get access to almost creating sort of a service bus, so to speak, that sits on top of these data clouds that allow you to access data from anywhere, from any device, whether you're a developer building an app or whether you're using a tool set. There's some kind of a data as a service layer type of concept that will start to come into play once all the data is in the cloud, that will allow more of a free flow. And then the tooling vendors can start sitting on top of this layer and make it a lot easier. I mean, we still have, a lot of these desktop tools like a Tableau. It's like, oh, you got to put a CSV file, it's like, it's just not there yet, right? So I'm hoping that we can kind of eliminate that. What that looks like, I don't know, but I'm excited to see some startups that might might have those great ideas, right? So
I like the framing data as a service layer. It does speak to why I chose Snowflake to partner with, because they are making that investment. Are they there yet? Probably not. More innovation is needed. But I like that concept. We had infrastructure as a service layer, obviously, for a long time, and there's strong players, and the cloud revolves around them. And I love those technologies, and I built a successful business before around those technologies. But data is the sort of the next frontier. Funny enough, right? I mean, we talked about going back to 25 years in the industry and kind of solving still the same problems, but it feels like it's the next frontier where there could be a breakthrough that we can call like the new cloud is sitting at the data, and it is an exciting opportunity for me. Hopefully, we don't sit here 10 years in the future and saying we are back to the same problems.
Yeah, exactly. So and certainly I don't want to leave with a pessimistic view. I think there's a ton of opportunity. Yeah. The question is whether I think there's got to be some more radical thinking, if you will, and bravery to be able to embark on those new initiatives. And but everybody wants to make money. You got VCs investing and they want to make money. And so people are trying to figure out how to make money at the same time that they are trying to innovate and do something, crazy and make that big change. So, but, look, there's more big IPOs on the horizon like Snowflake that I think are going to be in the space. So.